One.
Okay, this video we're going to show you about the placing of ads on the page as well as the calculating of inches for the postal form, where to get the ads from, and more. So you're going to open all the cork pages once you have them stripped. I have gone ahead and placed ads on some of these pages just to get us a jump start. But there are a couple of methods in which you can put ads on the pages in. You want to make sure that two pages don't have ads in the same direction. So they either make a V between those two pages or an inverted V. So as soon as these pages load, if this happens and it asks about fonts not installed in your system, we need to figure out what font it is so we can get it added, but you can just click continue and then go on. If it's a reoccurring problem, obviously we need to get that font. So just list the fonts and it'll tell us. So to show the different examples of ads, we are going to look at page 2 and page 3 side by side. So here's page A2 and A3. So these two pages will go side by side in the final printed copy. And as you can see, this is what they will look like side by side. You do not want to, you want them to go in a shape with all the ads stacked on one side and then on this other side. You would not want the ads to appear like this. It's not appeasing to the eye and it just doesn't look right. This Recycle Now ad and the Terry's Tire ad should never go on the same page. As you can see, they both have this blue bar at the top and it looks terribly distracting. You can't tell the difference from one ad to the other. So with that being said, you want to make sure that the ads on the pages are colorful and that they don't clash, but that they complement each other and stand out from one another. So if this ad was, say if this Touch of Yesterday ad was on this page right here, page A2, you can see how the orange border from this brewery ad to this doesn't really let them each have their own individualism on the page. So we don't want to let that happen. And yes, you can drag items from one page directly over to the other and they will appear there. So that being said, you'll need to calculate the inches. Remember, in column inches, it is the number of columns across by the number of inches down. So this Terry's Tire ad is 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4 by 4. So you'll write 16 inches down and you'll add all of the inches from this page and put it on the corresponding page number for the postal form. Remembering when you put these ads on the pages to go ahead and write the page number down on the sheet with the ads list so you can verify to make sure you get all the ads in the paper. And it also lets you make sure that you don't put the brewery and Elephant Butte Inn or Los Arcos side by side. You don't want any conflicting businesses. So you'd never put Terry's Tires on a page, on the same page or an opposing page to C&K Auto, so on and so forth. Events are a little bit different. As long as they're not like at 2 VFW posts, then the same rule would apply. So going to C2, we need to update the Plaza Realty ad. So you click on it, you press Command E, which lets you enter the ad. We're going to go to, I have the shortcut already established, but for the purpose of the video, you're going to go to your Sentinel file, go to Data, Ads for Layout, and then the week. This is if the ad is brand new, you're going to find the ad. So Plaza Realty is still considered a classified ad, even though it does not go into the classified section. It's the only classified ad that doesn't go into the classified section. It's the exception to the rule. So you can see we have the spinning wheel of color, and as that ad loads, once it loads, the open button comes up. you can press open and it shows up on the page. Now, to calculate the inches for this page, you will also need to get the Ware Edward Jones. So if we hit Command H, we can hide all of those Cork documents. We can go to the Ware Jones file, double click on the one for this week, which is 6/7/19. It'll pop up in this fancy Cork window here in a second. Then we're going to, it should already be grouped. If not, copy it, group it, and then you're going to copy it and close that window and place it on this page. For some reason, when this ad is placed on the page from the Cork document, it is not in the right format. So we have to click No Style over here on the style sheet, and then Sentinel Cambria, that's the correct font, and then italicize the last column, the last paragraph, that is. Then we're going to bring this up to balance it out and bring the bottom border up as well. So we just saved ourselves a little bit of space there. If you can bring this picture up to the area above it to help save space, that's a good idea as well. So every letter of every word should be capitalized. That didn't happen here. You have to double check and make sure that is taking place. So every single letter is on there. So this Ed Jones space is going to be a 3 column, 1, 2, 3 by 6.33 plus 15 inches for the solar ad, which because it's a 3 by 5, and then 22 inches for this. The Sentinel disclaimer is not an advertisement. That is a required postal document in the paper, so you don't add that to your inches. There will be more videos on this, but that's enough for now.